Okay, so Inaho is the Terminator. Yeah, that just happened. Like, yeah, that just happened. That just fucking happened. So, Inaho is the Terminator. Yeah. So, it's kind of unfair if you think about it. I mean, the main point of the series has always been kind of Inaho versus Slain, and with this episode of Aldnoah.Zero, it's kind of unfair, because now Inaho, we find out he's two people. He's not just one, he's two people in one body, versus poor Slain. So, it's kind of fucked up. It's kind of an uneven battle right there. So, we need to turn Slain into a Terminator also. We need to make sure he turns into a Terminator for we can have an even battle between Slain versus Inaho for the finale of Aldnoah.Zero Season 2. So, one thing I will have to say, jokes aside, it is very simple. The main point of the episode is trying to find out where the princesses are, the princess retrieval arc. That's what I think you could call this episode, okay? Pretty much you have it, all these different people are trying to retrieve the princess, either assassinate her, find her, trying to hide her, stuff like that. And at the end of the episode, Inaho finally meets her, and technically we find out about Terminator Inaho that, you know, reveals itself. And so, yeah, it was a really cool episode getting to see the progression of it, and the episode had some great animation, some great music, so let's dive into some of these details. Episode, straight to the point, like I said, just trying to save the princess. There's not really much else going on besides that, and you get to see, you know, Orange versus Bat, or Orange-kun versus Bat, and after seeing Code Geass, after I finished it, you know, earlier last week, I now see a lot of similarities between this and Code Geass. I saw it when I started Code Geass, but after finishing Code Geass and recollecting my thoughts about Code Geass and then looking at Aldnoah.Zero, I see a lot of similarities, like straight up so many similarities with Code Geass and Aldnoah.Zero, and it's kind of disturbing in a way. It really is. It's quite shocking to see how similar Aldnoah is with Code Geass. But regardless of that, okay, the episode, it is just, you know, characters fighting, getting to see, you know, combat and battles between mechs going on. You get to see, you know, a lot of other characters having communications and talking between each other and talking about what they should do and how, you know, the fraud princess gives up herself to save her sister, which was, you know, a little bit of character development. You got to see that she's a little bit guilty for what she was trying to do, and she realizes that she needs to stay behind, and she sacrifices herself for her sister. So you got a little bit of character development right there on top of that, and then eventually leads into the slow build-up of Inaho kind of breaking down, like he's kind of slightly dying. So from what we found out multiple, you know, episodes ago, I think it was about 4 episodes ago, maybe 3, we found out a while ago that if Inaho continues to use his eye, he will die. Like, it'll do effects to him to where eventually he will just die, and that was set up for the finale to where he's probably gonna die. But with the episode, it reveals that Inaho has a Terminator, like he's the Terminator. So this robot eye in him has a self-conscious AI. It thinks for itself, as we can see, and it took control of Inaho's body, started using him like a puppet, kinda. And so I wonder if Inaho continues to use this eye, will it just take over his body? Like, I mean, it won't necessarily kill Inaho, you know, physically, but it will kill his mind to where the robot takes over and has Inaho and uses his body. I'm willing to bet that's probably where it's going with the direction with this robot introduction in this episode. But yeah, that eye is very handy, I have to say. That eye can do everything. Predict the future, it can freaking see everything, where anything is gonna happen. It sees, you know, heat vision, like it has heat vision, it can see where, you know, thermal temperatures and stuff are at, like, what the fuck? So there's just, it's crazy. This eye is insane. Seriously, it is a crazy eye. It really is. Slain is really in trouble. I mean, like I said, Slain needs his own Terminator eye to be able to even stand a chance against Inaho in the future. It really. So yeah, that's pretty much this episode of Aldnoah.Zero Season 2. It's, like I said, a simple episode. Just trying to retrieve the princess, and then you see, you know, the pretty boy Sama, you know, at the end he battles before the princess, and then the episode ends. So yeah. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.